Was NBC trying to give Kamala Harris's campaign a boost when it invited her on Saturday Night Live? Well, Trump might have gotten the last laugh because NBC gave him some prime TV real estate to make up for it. Welcome to Newspeak, I'm Holly Kellum. Kamala Harris got a cameo appearance on NBC's comedy show Saturday Night Live last weekend, and while it's not uncommon for politicians to appear on comedy shows, her appearance this time sparked some controversy. So as a broadcaster that uses the public airwaves, NBC is required to abide by the Federal Communication Commission, or FCC, guidelines. And one of those guidelines, called the Equal Time Rule, says that candidates running for the same office have to be given equal airtime, at least under most circumstances. So when Harris made what seemed like a surprise appearance on the show, FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr took to Twitter to say that NBC showed biased and partisan conduct. That's because networks are supposed to give the competing candidates 7 days to request equal airtime, but because Harris appeared on SNL just 4 days before Election Day, there was no way to do that. Carr said that Green Party candidate Jill Stein asked NBC News for equal airtime, which means in theory, NBC should give her 1 minute and 30 seconds because that's how long Harris was on SNL for.
Now, Kamala, take my Pamela. The American people want to stop the chaos
and end the drama.
The Trump campaign also reportedly asked for equal airtime. According to Deadline, an NBC official said the network accommodated the Trump campaign's request for equal time, consistent with our regulatory obligations. A clip of Trump talking to voters reportedly aired during a NASCAR playoffs race and an NFL game on Sunday. Now, even though Carr accused NBC of trying to rig the system to benefit Harris, the last laugh might be Trump's. That's because, according to preliminary data, Trump's NBC appearance reached way more people than Harris's did, at least over the airwaves. I don't have the exact figures for Sunday's game, but Sunday Night Football games averaged 21 million viewers in its opening week. Then add on top of that about 122,000 viewers that NBC said it averaged across 20 games in its 2023 NASCAR Cup Series, and that's almost 4 times as much as the peak viewership of SNL. The video also got about 500,000 views on YouTube. However, when you add in the digital audience for SNL, it's not clear that Trump won out. The SNL skit has over 11 million views on YouTube, at least 1 million likes on TikTok, 1.3 million likes on Instagram, and 8.2 million views on Twitter or X. So if you add all those up, Harris potentially reached over 26 million people compared to Trump's 22 million. That said, there could be more of a digital footprint for Trump's ad than I was able to find. I wasn't able to find anywhere that NASCAR or the NFL shared his video. Now, part of the reason Harris's SNL appearance was so surprising is that in early October, SNL said that it would ban Harris and Trump cameos this year so as not to run afoul of election laws. SNL boss Lorne Michaels told The Hollywood Reporter that you can't have the main candidates without having all the candidates, and there are lots of minor candidates that are only on the ballot in like 3 states, and that becomes really complicated. So why did SNL change its mind? Well, your guess is as good as mine. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Once again, I'm Holly Kellum, and you're watching Newspeak.